Keep it 100 with DC.
Keep it 100.
Keep it 100 with DC.
Keep it 100.
Keep it 100 with DC. You can catch us out in public or out on your TV. Keep it 100 with DC.
Keep it 100.
Keep it 100 with DC.
Keep it 100.
Keep it 100 with DC. You can catch us out in public or all on your TV.
Come on.
Hey, keep 100 DC. You see what I got in there? I got my girls Channary and Pam in here. These are the girls from Wild Bee Wellness I've been telling you about. Remember I told you they're going to hurt you, rub you, take you down, and not in that sexual way, in a health way. In a health way. Channary.
What's up?
How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
How was the ride in?
It was fine. Like, easy.
I mean, it is. You know why? Because the Braves aren't playing right now.
I know.
The last time Channary came here, the Braves had a day game. She got lost in the parking deck during the game. Oh, my God. That was so.
I'm like, I don't even know how to get here.
So. And Pam, first time I've met you. How you doing?
Doing wonderful.
Okay. Why massage?
Why not massage?
Right.
And I think I'm
That's a good one.
I'm going to leave it right there and revisit that right there.
Gotcha.
So, Channary, if I was to say, I already know you. Pam, if I was to say the words mop, water bottle, button, do you have a clean mind or a dirty mind?
Clean mind.
So there's balance at the shop. I get it now, okay?
We work really well together.
I mean, I get the balance. Because the name of this game is Dirty Minds. It's brought to you by We Buy Ugly Houses. I am going to describe something to you that's totally clean
Okay.
with dirty clues. So your helper is not her. Okay?
Right.
So you get 3 guesses.
Okay.
Okay? What am I trying to describe? Your first clue, it's both of you.
Okay.
You need to go in and out of different cultures. You need me to go in and out of different cultures. Yeah, I know. She's
Wait,
done.
what?
You need me to go in and out of different cultures.
I don't have a guess.
All right, I'm all right with that.
Okay, I'll be nice. Like a train?
Okay, train. There you go. No, it's not a train. Okay. It fits. It fits. If you want to get around the world, you're going to have to flash me.
Boobs.
See, I told you she's not good at this game. That's why she's my good friend.
Passport.
Oh, there's the winner! That's the winner right there. It's a passport. Channary, if I'm in your pocket, you can sit on your own face.
What?
Passport. All right, we're going to be right back on this short break for Blue Moon Pizza. We'll see what Channary and Pam have to offer down at Wild Bee Wellness. Let's go. Welcome back to the show. Celebrity Birthday is brought to you by Blue Moon Pizza, located at 2359 Windy Hill Road in the Windy Hill Shopping Center right here in Marietta, Georgia. If you go in and you dine in and you use the code BFAM10, you will receive 10% off your order if you call 770-984-2444 and you go BFAM10 to the delivery guy. Man, he barely found your house. Just pay that man. You're not getting nothing from the delivery guy for free or discounted. Dine in only. Celebrity birthdays today, there's only 2. So I'm going to give the first one to Pam. Pam, actress Rosie Perez is not 62 today. Is she older or younger?
Older.
She's younger. She is only 60 years old. Oh. Actress Jane Curtin from the Coneheads. Remember that movie way back when?
Yeah.
She is not 76 today. Is she older or younger?
She's younger.
She's older. She is 77. I stumped them both. So, Channary, let's start off with the easy ones.
All right.
Where are you originally from?
Okay.
And how was life as a child?
So do you want me to start like how I came to America or like where I grew up?
Yes.
Okay.
I think your origins are important to your stereotypically to your business?
So I came to America when I was a baby from Cambodia. I came as a refugee, so I'm a legal immigrant. I also came.
Really?
Yeah, I came here legally.
I didn't know that.
We were sponsored by a Episcopalian church in West Haven, Connecticut. And so I grew up in Connecticut, but I also spent every weekend with my grandma in Massachusetts. Like I grew up, like she lived in Connecticut with us for a little bit, and then she eventually moved to Mass. So my life was spent in Connecticut and Massachusetts.
What do you remember most about childhood in Massachusetts?
Ice skating.
Yeah, cold. It's got to be cold.
Yeah, but it was fun. Like
Was
my grandma took us to the park. Yeah, like we grew up like with the sports.
Okay.
We went to play in the park. We picked crab apples. We went fishing.
You picked what?
Crab apples.
What's that?
These like little apples.
Can you eat them?
Yeah, we pick them and eat them. We were like the little Asian kids in the park climbing the trees, and they're like, "What are we doing?" And like, if you were not Asian, like you were like, "Why are you climbing the trees?" And we would like climb the trees and pick the crab out. So like we'd have plastic bags and we'd eat them.
What do it taste like?
Sour.
Oh, you know what? I've had those. I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Aren't they super hard?
A little
We
bit.
used to have crab apple fights. Does that sound right?
Yes.
Okay, because those are those little.
Like wasteful.
No, aren't they like
Yeah.
little? Aren't they like this big?
Yes.
They taste like ass. They're
No,
so
they're so
bitter.
delicious.
Bitter.
That's fantastic
They're
projectiles, though.
Yes.
They're delicious.
I do remember getting hit with those things and having crab apple fights back in North Carolina.
Dude, they're so delicious. Like
Okay.
we ate so much of those.
I think I'm just gonna
growing
write
up.
that. So, when's the last time you had a crab apple?
Oof, I don't know, like maybe 5-6 years. Like a long time.
What do you make with them? Just eat them plain.
You dip them in this salt pepper. Like you take chili pepper, mash it in salt, and you dip it
Ooh,
in.
that sounds good.
Eat
now.
it. So it's sour and then
Bitter
spicy.
with spicy. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
so
That sounds.
good.
That does sound good.
You gotta make it. It's spicy. That's the only way it tastes good.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I eat it plain too, but I like it spicy.
Okay.
So yeah, we like ice skating, playing at the park. You know, getting into trouble. Like my mom wouldn't. I don't know. I feel like
All right, without really bashing yourself too much, give us an example of what you would think as a child, because today's days are changing.
Yeah.
What these kids are doing today,
Yeah.
man, oh, man.
Yeah.
But what would be getting in trouble for you? Statute of limitations is over.
Right.
What would be getting in trouble for you as a child?
So like we would just we were like 5, 6, 7. We would just walk to the park and but we weren't, and then we would play in like abandoned buildings. That was like getting in trouble. Like my cousin one time fell in the river. He almost drowned.
You guys are such good kids compared to what's going on today.
I know, like we
If
didn't.
kids would just do that today, we'd be all right,
Yeah,
man.
like you know.
So you're playing in abandoned buildings at 5, 6, 7 years old.
Yeah, we weren't allowed to do that because it was
Sounds
dangerous.
fun.
Yeah, it was fun. There was
Does
this
sound-
paper building that we played in. I don't even remember what it was. It was just full
paper
of
plant?
paper.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a plant, maybe, or an abandoned office. I don't know, but it had shredded paper, and we would go and we would climb this thing and then jump into the pile.
I totally see that all day.
It was so much fun. But I'm sure my mom wouldn't be like, "Why are you in here? You're not supposed to be here." You know what I mean? It was
Did you ever get caught inside?
You what?
Did you ever get caught inside by the law or anything? That'd have been scary
No.
at that age.
I don't even remember where it was. I just remember doing it.
Pam, where are you from?
Marietta.
You're born and raised.
Yes, sir.
Never left.
Nope.
Is it because Julia Roberts is from here?
No.
Okay, just checking. Maybe some people have idols.
Right.
They're from Marietta. Why stay in Marietta?
Never. Honestly, I had the same job for over 15 years. There was no reason to leave, really.
So what would you think as a child? What was the best part of being in Marietta? You know the trouble one's coming next, so I'm trying to trying to do the good stuff first.
Right.
Because Marietta's grown so much. Because I've been here for a good 20 years, and
Yes.
there's things to do here that weren't here before. But
Yes.
you've been here longer, so
Yes, it has exploded.
yeah.
There wasn't really a whole lot to do.
It was country, was it not?
Yeah,
Because I know Smyrna wasn't nothing like it was
Right.
now.
Yes.
But I don't know about Marietta. Was
Yeah.
Marietta as big as it is today, with the businesses and everybody everywhere?
No, I would say it's definitely grown a lot.
All right, so fun. Were you good kid, bad kid? Do you like to get in trouble? Like you hear her level of trouble. That's not that bad.
Right.
That-
We really didn't get into a whole. I had siblings, so we roamed. You know.
Okay, there's another new word. See, now we're going to find out what that means. What does roaming mean with your siblings?
If there was wooded areas,
Yeah.
there was a lake near our neighborhood. We would go through the woods, walk to the lake. If there were any neighborhoods being built, we would go explore the houses that were being built when the workers weren't there. You know, like
So curious kids and
Basically.
nature.
right,
Yeah, I see that bond. 'Cause-
right.
We get along.
Yeah,
really well.
that one there loves the nature,
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
If you're not a walker and you're friends with her, you better make sure you are a walker.
Uh-huh.
That definitely hurt our friendship a lot.
I know you don't hike with me anymore.
How many times did I go?
I don't know, like
One. I wanted to be that friend.
Right.
I did. I wanted to be that friend so bad.
See, and I've not tried to go hiking with her.
Well, you gotta tell me.
I mean, are you a hiker?
Not that level.
No. Just if you're not a hiker, don't go.
Right.
You're not that level of friend. She's good at what she does.
Yes. And I am
She
not
will leave
confident in my
you.
level of being able to keep up.
She will leave you. She's super determined, very competitive.
Well, if we say, hey, we're just doing like the Silver Comet Trail, then we'll do the Silver Comet Trail.
That's not where you took me. You took me to Kennesaw Mountain.
I know.
And took me up the easy side, and then said, "Okay, we're gonna run down the other side." I'm like, "What?"
Like that was easy.
That was not. I was dying. I was absolutely dying.
One time, my mom, when she came to visit me, she was like, "Shannon, you're fat." I'm like, "Okay." So I was like, "Let's go hiking, Mom." So I took her to Kennesaw Mountain, and
See,
like
that's where she goes to kill her
we
friends.
went up there, and my mom like, she struggled, but we took breaks. And I was like, "Mom, am I still fat?" And she was like,
No,
"No comment."
no comment.
Right.
Thanks, Mom.
That's how you teach them. That's how you teach them, Carrie. Drag your older mama up to Kennesaw Mountain Hill. Say, "What now, huh? Huh? Am I fat now?" So, Shannon, at what age did you decide massage therapy,
I was like as a career, I was
or even dabbling? Like, when did you start into massage therapy? You said, "Hey, this is something I need to learn about."
actually I will backtrack. I've been like massaging since I was like a little kid.
I'm aware.
So like my grandma, she would pay me a quarter to like give her massages. And the quarter was great because I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
remember penny candy.
Penny candy.
Yeah.
So we literally lived across this like this is our house, and across the street was a deli, and they had a row of penny candy, and you would go 25 cents, you got 25 pieces of candy. And like I would get my quarter, and like literally after she paid me my quarter, run across the street and get like Swedish Fish and Sour Patch Kids. And it was like the best. So I was like, my grandma's always like, "Can you massage me?" Like, we'll step on her back, and I was like, "Yeah, come here!" Like for a quarter, sweet. So
Remember when candy used to be in bulk? You just put your hand in it and everybody touched it before COVID. Remember that?
Yeah. So like that's how it started, but it didn't become a career until I was in college, and I was living in Virginia Beach at the time. And I had transferred schools, and the school I went for 1 year, and then the next year I applied for in-state tuition, and they were like, "No, you don't qualify." And I think because I had the year prior, because I was like a new resident, I had filed my taxes for Connecticut, and they were like, "Well, because your previous taxes were in Connecticut." I'm like, "I lived here for a year already." They're like, "No, you don't qualify." I'm like, "I'm not paying it was like $15,000-$20,000 difference." I was like, "I'm not doing that." Like, I understood finances before it was a thing with college kids. I'm like, I'm like, this is money I have to borrow to owe, but like that's a $15,000-$20,000 difference. And this was like early 2000. So I was like, you know what? I'll come back later. So I didn't re-enroll. I dropped out. And then I ended up looking at like a career, like technical schools. And I was like, what am I good at and what are my passions? And then Virginia Beach had a really good like massage therapy community. And so I end up, when you apply to enroll in the school, you have to get 2 massages first. And so it's like, you have to experience before you even like want to be a student. So I was like, okay. So I did that. And I was like, oh, I've always given massages. I've never like truly had a professional one. So I was like, oh, is this what it's really like? I could do this. So I enrolled. I actually didn't go to school in Virginia Beach. I moved here and then enrolled in here and went to school in Atlanta. And then I got my certification in 2004. And because Georgia was still a brand new state to licensing therapists, it wasn't until 2007 when you actually got your
Correct.
license. And so I got grandfathered in as a therapist. So I was already practicing for 3 years. And so I got grandfathered in. And then it went from there. So, I worked all the time, but at the same, there was a break where I, stayed home, homeschooled my son and all that stuff. But even then I still had a small amount of clients that I saw. So there was still, I was always working, and I always kept my continuing education up, and I kept my license active, because if you let it lapse, you have to go back through recertifications and stuff. So I kept it. And then eventually, we met at our old employer, Village Health, which, she was there. I think you were the longest employee, right?
I was.
Yeah. So she was there 15 years. I was there for 8. And then towards the end, we were the lead therapist there, where, we kind of ran the back. And that's how we found out we work really well together.
100%. Schooling wise, what's the schooling length? Not to continue, but just the initial.
What is it like?
Like, if you want to get a doctorate, you got to go to school for 4 years. Is there a length for school?
Yeah.
Is it a year degree, 2-year degree?
It varies. Each school is different, but it's typically hours.
Okay.
So the program that I graduated with was 750 hours. And you can take that in different, I did the day program, so it was only 9 months. It might have changed since then. It's been a long time, but that's the basis.
Right.
Yeah, Georgia's requirement is 500 hours. So, but I did the same. I went to 750, but I did night school. So I worked in a day. I worked 7 to 3, and then school 5 to 10. And I swear, kids these days would have been like, I can't do that. I'm like, I don't have a life, because I worked 40 hours a week and went to school Monday through Friday, and then every other weekend. It was 9 to 5 on Saturdays and Sundays every other weekend.
But let's remind these kids, and we don't have to tell them what your age is, but you own a business now.
Right.
Okay. So putting in those 10, 12-hour days, same as me. I own 3 businesses. I'm actually retired. I'm retired military. But I put my time in, and I did all those 10, 12, 14-hour days, and now I don't have to all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
Every once in a while, if you like money and you have a business,
It's a give and take. It's great.
it's always a give.
I know.
I don't know what it is about money, but I like having it.
Yeah.
I like having it. It doesn't control me, but I sure do. I don't mind. I got 4 interviews all day today. I'll be on air for over 7 hours. But then I don't think about the 7 hours. I think about the money that I'm getting for that, and the people I'm going to meet, and all all that crap.
Yeah.
So your upbringing. So she goes to school in Virginia and Atlanta. Your school process. How did you? How old were you? Were you rubbing backs at 5 for quarters and swinging backs?
Sure was not, actually.
Okay.
I went to school in 2009, and I got interested in massage because I started getting a massage once a month.
Oh.
Okay.
And it only took about 3 months before I was like, I really believe in this, and I want to do this. And the job I was in at the time, I was working as a vet tech. I was like, I'm not going to make any more money than what I'm making right now without going to more school. And the benefits of massage, I believed in it so much. I was enrolled in school.
So you were a customer that got flipped.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yep.
I get it. I get it. The stories of massage are all different. Okay. How it starts and how it doesn't start.
Right.
The schooling. So when you're going to the school, is it mostly book or is it mostly hands-on when you're talking about your hours?
It's 50-50.
Is it?
Yeah.
I was about to say both. I feel like,
because we have to have clinic hours too.
yes.
Right. I mean, what I'm saying is this. I guess what I'm trying to go at is, if you're not book smart, can you make it as a massage therapist
Absolutely.
through school?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. So it's not like hard school. It's not doctor school.
It's not
Or
doctor
is it?
school, but you got to pass. You have exams you have to pass. You have to know anatomy. And
Okay, so it
physiology.
is difficult.
You have to know the musculoskeletal system. You
Yep.
have to know the immune system. So we do go through the body systems. So, and you have to pass those exams.
Right.
And then not only is it book related, then you also have to do case studies. So even in the exams, like they'll present a case, you have to figure out like based on what's going on, like how would you treat that person based on your body plane. So you have to know all the different systems, why you can't massage, conditions. You have to know health conditions. So like diabetes, flare-ups, things like that. So there's a lot that's involved in it that you have to it's not just anybody can just be a massage. They have to also
Critical
like it.
thinking.
Yeah. And if you don't like it and you're like, this is really hard, it's gonna be hard. Like you can push through it, but you have to like sit down and dedicate. You can't go party every weekend. And if you're struggling, you gotta sit there and like really, really study the book stuff, because then you're taking that and applying it in real life, because that's what we literally do every day. You know, you get people, you see people's bodies, and you gotta look also, you know, like you see regulars, you can be like, hey, this mole is changing, I think you need to go see the doctor. And then you can spot skin cancer, or you can say, hey, this is suspicious, or this condition is not improving, you need to go get diagnostic testing. Things
I was
like
just going to say that word. So you guys are almost like an oil change.
Mm-hmm.
We might be going in there for, you know, I need to get my oil changed. I might be going in there for massage, which is the oil change.
Yeah.
But my fluid might be emptied and I might need some wiper fluid.
Yeah.
So you guys are actually not just focusing on the massage of what the client wants. You're actually looking at things that could be wrong the client doesn't even know about.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
You know, one of the big things, like when you're working with someone who's in pain and they're like, I don't know why this is happening, you start asking them like, hey, how did you sleep today? What do you normally sleep like? Or what did you pick up? I said, this muscle is feeling this way. This is the action of that muscle. What were you doing? And then they'll sit there and like, oh yeah, I was doing that. Like I picked up this object and realized it was that heavy. It's like, you know, just stuff. You gotta, once you start talking to people and you understand the movements of the muscle, that's when they're like, oh, I was doing that. And then like I recently, you know, you have a client come in with pain. I was like, hey, you know, you sit at the desk all day. And this is what we get. We get a lot of desk workers because people work from home now, you know, because COVID changed all that stuff.
Right.
And you get people who are like, hey, my neck hurts. And you're sitting there talking to them like, this is what you, based on your muscle structure, how your body's pulling. So the changes you need to make, you know, several sessions later, hey, I did all that stuff. I feel so good. I'm only here now for maintenance. I'm like, we did it. Now the pain's gone. And that's what makes our job really fulfilling and rewarding.
Explain that feeling you just said, because I saw you shaking your head. Yes. When a client goes in and they're all fucked up and you're working on them and there's like 5-6 sessions, the 7th session they come in, they go, man, I'm just here for maintenance. I feel great.
Right. I mean, you have worked through a problem with them, and there's nothing more satisfying than, you know, like, yes, now you don't have to come every other week. Now we can move back to just once a month, because it's far easier to do maintenance than it is to fix a problem. You know, sometimes in the beginning, if they come in, they've pulled something, you know, they might have to come in more often. I think it comes back to an ounce of, what is the saying?
Prevention.
An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's a very good statement.
You know, like, to be selfish too, I always tell my clients, I'm like, man, you guys make me work really hard. I just want to be lazy today. Like, I tell my regulars, and they'll laugh because they'll come in, they're like, hey, you're going to work today. I'm like, okay. At least I'm prepared.
I mean, I get it. And in your opinion, I'll start with Pam here. Why is massage therapy so important as part of I wanted to say daily, I'm going to say monthly health routine?
Same exact reason I just said, just that prevention. You know, once you get to crisis level, it's so much harder to come back to that even, you know, yeah.
So for the reason I like, this is how I explain to my clients, like, why it's good to make massage part of your like health routine. Because number one, when you're already in pain, you function worse. You lack focus. Massage helps increase circulation. It gets like oxygen to go into the muscles that's in pain. And then it also helps take out any cellular waste, so that cycle, your healing is better. If you have stuck muscles, it increases your flexibility, your range of motion. It decreases stress, which when you're in pain or you're stressed out, you end up tensing up, and you don't even realize how tense you are, and that can increase your cortisol levels, which is your stress hormone.
Facts.
So massage actually helps lower, like studies have been done to that. It shows that it helps lower your stress level, it increases your mood, because everybody feels better after a massage. You might be a little sore, but normally that.
I'm gonna get to that part. We're gonna save the sore part for last, because there's an awful lot of men out there that are lacking testosterone, and we'll talk to you in a minute. Derek Mosby said he could be coming down soon. He just had something with his eye, and he's diabetic, and he was coming down before that. And then when he had the eye surgery, they told him to wait till after that. And I had a question about that.
Yeah.
Like, let's just say I have eye surgery.
Yeah.
Why can't I come for a massage after a surgery on my eye? If you're working on say you're working on my ankle, it's all messed up. Why can't I come?
Because there's protocols with us. Like we worked really hard. Like, we're still not considered like healthcare workers.
Facts.
In a way, but we deal with a lot of healthcare stuff, and protocols. So we always, and even for liability purposes, we always want a doctor's approval first. So even with surgery, number one, it could be infection. So you want to make sure there's no infection, because it could be localized and then become systemic. And with massage, you increase the circulation. The last thing we need is to get that to be worse than it is, because the client could say, hey, because there's clients who don't tell you stuff, and then you start asking questions, and they'll tell you stuff while you're on the table. Yeah. And so you don't want to be massaging someone and they have swelling, like, oh yeah, yesterday this happened. And it's like, well, wait, we shouldn't be doing this. So we always, if there's a major surgery, you need doctor's approval first before you can get on the table. If there's an injury, you can't get massage after like 48 hours post injury, because it's swollen, there's inflammation. Those are times you can't get it. If there's a flare up, if you have some kind of autoimmune disease or anything like that, you have to wait until it calms down. Like people with fibromyalgia, like during a flare up, you really need to wait. God,
I can't imagine that.
There's just there's that's the last part of our training. There's conditions that teach, like, we have to know where you can't come in for a massage. And if you book and something happens and you're like, hey, we can't see you today, because people will book and not tell us till they get there. That's
where I'm gonna get at right there. Okay, so I have an ankle injury. You're my new massage therapist, and I know that if I tell you about my injury, you're not going to give me my massage today. So I'm going to come in there and not tell you. Tell me why that is dangerous to me.
Could make it worse.
Tell me why it's dangerous to you.
Could make it worse.
Yeah.
And we don't want to get sued either.
That's the where I'm trying to go at, people. Right. When it comes to massage therapists, I think they're more reliable to you than your doctor. Your massage therapist needs to know what's wrong more than your doctor. Your doctor might be able to determine what's wrong through tests. Do you guys have a test that tells where the muscle is and what's wrong with it and stuff like that?
Palpation and questions, and then we can do muscle testing.
I mean, if you have a lying patient, we already know you have it. You've had one. How do you determine?
A common one is people won't tell you if they say, like, take muscle relaxers before they come in. We can tell when we palpate the muscles.
All right, explain that, because I never would have thought of doing that. Right. That's stupid, right?
Right. Or painkillers.
Yeah.
Same difference.
Why is that not good? Why is it not good to take a painkiller or a muscle relaxer before you go to your massage?
I mean, well, your pain level is compromised in a way. Maybe that's not the right word.
It is. I totally agree.
It gives you information.
Yeah.
So, for example, if we were like working too hard, you might not be able to tell.
Because you're on a medication that kind of alleviates that, and so that muscle won't respond as well to what we're doing, because we need to know there's actually, like, massage has been around for so long. There's techniques that we have been taught and that are effective. But if we're asking you, like, I need to know what this pain scale is when I push here, And if you're not on painkillers and it's a 5 or an 8 when I push, that's too much. I need to back off. But you're on painkillers, you're like, that's a 5. Then you're like, okay, I can go harder, but really I couldn't because at a certain point, when you go too deep, you can cause bruising and injury. And then the muscle actually fights back and it doesn't do what you're supposed to do. And then you end up with someone who's like, the last time I got a massage, I got so bruised and so painful for like a week. I'll never ever see another massage therapist. And then that makes me feel bad because I'm like, it should never be like that. You should actually feel good after a massage. Maybe, like I said, sore 1 to 2 days, but you should feel good because your body is healing. Your body does the healing. We just help it.
I don't want to ask you this, so I'm going to just give it to her.
Okay.
Someone in the chat box, not even going to look at her. Someone in the chat box wants to know, have you ever been called a dominatrix?
No.
Because of your pain, the pain you're putting out.
No.
I've never been called that. They're just like, we joke around all the time. Like, my regulars.
Yeah.
When the ones that, they're like, who's like, I tell them, like, hey, I'm really sorry. And they're just like, yeah, I know. And
I was about to say, if anybody gets that question, it's going to be her.
It is, because
I get the people that are like, I don't want you to beat me up today. Okay.
all right, and that's a good way to communicate with people. That's letting you know prior to you getting on the table what your pain level is.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So I'll work you, and if I work you too late, it's because you came in here and told me basically to work you too late, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had anybody after you worked them say, "Hey, can you go a little harder?"
Yes, they go back and sometimes they'll go back and forth the entire massage. Sometimes in certain areas they'll say, I want you to do more. And then you go to another area, oh no, that's too much. Yeah. So sometimes it's a constant back and forth. Seems fine,
Yeah.
actually.
So when somebody signs up for a massage, and I don't know, I've not been on there yet. Are there different kinds of massages, or is everything a full body massage, and you're just going to skip what I tell you to skip?
So I customize it to what you need and what you want. So you tell me I want to relax, but I'm in pain. I was like, okay, so we will have to mend the techniques. I will relax you, but also create enough pain that I always call it the feel good pain. Like it hurts so good. Like someone touched you, like, oh, that hurts, but it feels so good at the same time. So that's normally like your pain level where so I'll what's the word, customize my technique so that you get the best of both. And it's not always full body. So it depends on what you tell me. So I can say, hey, I want a full body. I'm like, okay, well, but I also want you to work on my shoulder. I'm like, well, how much time do you want me to work on your shoulder and the surrounding muscle? And if we need that full time, which most of the time is about an hour, is what people will book. We need that full time for the shoulder. I'll work that, but you don't get your full body.
Right.
So it really, so
it's more time than spots.
There's definitely techniques. Like you'll see spas or massage centers or wellness centers who are like, we're only doing, they give you a choice: Swedish, deep tissue, sports, neuromuscular. What are the other ones? Myofascial. They'll break it all down, right? And for me, I'm like, I can't do that because each technique I can bring into the massage, and your body's gonna tell me what it needs, and I might have to pull from a Swedish technique. I might have to pull from a deep tissue technique or neuromuscular. So I can't box myself in and say, oh, you only requested a Swedish, just do a Swedish. You can still do a deep tissue without the pain of a deep tissue, where some therapists go in and be like, I want a deep tissue, and then they'll just go in and put their elbow in there and hit your bone, and then you're like, oh shit. And you don't want that because you can go deep without hurting like that.
Understood.
It just takes a little longer. That's
so
all.
You guys are more like the whole full package to what, if you walk into a spa, you see all these things up there. Basically, when they get on your tables, you're going to determine what they need in each instance. They could wind up getting a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay. That's definitely. I don't know how you're going to sell that, but you need to get that somehow. Be wild. That's a bonus plan.
I feel like
Because I've been in these spas, they're like $70 package, $60 package, $80 package. If I can go to your place and pay one package and get all that stuff if I need it,
yeah.
Why wouldn't I just come to you?
Well, that's why I feel like I've been pretty successful. It's
Yeah.
because my clientele know, like, hey, I'm going to come and see her. And then they tell their friends and they're like, hey, so-and-so really recommended you. I got this. And then can you, this is what I want you to work on. Or, and then I'll explain to them like, hey, you know what? They'll tell me I have low back pain, right? And you start working on their low back, but then you start working on their glutes, which is their butt. You start working on, then you're like, hey, like you start working on their legs. They're like, you don't need to touch my legs. I'm like, yeah, I do. They're like, why? I'm like, because it's a connection. Like you have, and so then you start working on that, and they're like, oh, I didn't realize like how much that was pulling on my low back. So there's you as a therapist. After a while, they just trust you. Like people who come to you enough, they're like, I trust you because I feel so much better when I leave. So.
I was going to say, like when a patient first comes to you, the patient's knowledge of what they think is wrong probably hinders you more than like if they come in here, like you said, and then they need their glutes done, don't touch my legs, and they actually need them done. That's like a confrontation in a way there. I was wondering if you could share a story or two, one each, about a massage therapy that has helped you personally by giving said person the massage. Be it mentally, emotionally.
You want to go first?
You know what? I was thinking about that. I actually don't have any one particular story. So I do lots of different styles of massage. I do prenatal massage. They are generally so happy after they get done. Like in general, massage is a career where people are generally happy to see you.
Yeah, I know. I think that's why we like our jobs.
All right, so you got one of the chat box right. Derek said, I wasn't aware you offered Swedish massage. So now a new customer comes in, he says, I want a Swedish massage.
Yeah.
You get him in there, and you realize he needs a little bit of something else. Do you tell him, or do you just stick straight to the Swedish massage?
No, I feel like I just end up adjusting naturally, and most people really don't even know what a Swedish massage is. It's a specific type of technique where it involves a lot of like long strokes and like they're called effleurage, and then you pick up muscles and you like squeeze. It's like kneading dough.
That's my favorite one.
But you can go
knead the dough, girl. Knead the dough.
Most people don't know that. They just said, "Oh, it's the relaxing kind."
Right.
Like yes, it's relaxing, but it's also effective.
100%, fellas. I'm gonna tell you right now, Swedish massage on your back thighs and your front thighs. If she's got the right size fingers, you will never, ever, ever not go back to her. Hold your hand up. Is hand size important? Because they all say, like your hands are the perfect size. Because like my granddaughter, Lisa's got a certain size hand. You know my girl Lisa.
Yeah.
Okay, she's short. She got small hands.
Yeah.
Her hands don't feel nowhere like the smaller kids' hands.
Yeah.
They just get places.
Yeah.
So is that true? Like if you got big hands, you can't get places that you can get with your small hands?
I mean, are we working on like a Toyota or like that? I don't know.
That's my girl. That's my girl.
I don't think it really matters that much. As long as you're.
Have you ever seen anybody with big hands doing massages?
Yes.
Yeah, but
Okay,
there's
there you
guys.
go.
There's guys who do massage.
All guys don't have big hands.
Yeah.
Some guys
but
have small
still,
hands.
I feel like it.
I hear a
feel
lot
like
about
if you're-
hand size is important.
I feel like if you
It's
are
not?
good with
No.
technique,
So it's all about the technique.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. So with you, story.
Okay, so I mean, I've been doing it for 21 years. So this is my 21st year. So I feel like, yeah, I know. So I feel like one of the first ones I remember was, this was like a long time ago. I was doing reflexology on this client. And this was maybe at least 15 years ago. And I was working like her digestive reflex point. And I said, hey, something's kind of off. And so I was like, you should go to a doctor. And I just, I was really young in my career too, but I remember what I was taught and stuff. And something just felt off. And sometimes one of the things I noticed with me is that intuitively, you just know something tells you to say something. So so I said to her, I'm like, I think you should go to a doctor and get it checked or whatever. She's like, okay. I'm like, this is the reflex point. I don't know what's going on, whatever. So she goes. I think I didn't see her for several months, whatever. She came back. She goes, hey, she was like, you know how you told me a while back that I should go to a doctor? She's like, I went and I had all these problems and I got it taken care of. She's like, that's crazy that you found that through reflexology. I'm like, yay.
See, that's the kind of shit that I like.
Like, that's cool, you know?
Imagine you're rubbing around and you find a lump.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way you could not have found a lump in all these years.
Right.
And,
I've actually had a client hospitalized.
See, that's what I'm saying. And they probably never even knew. Maybe it's in their back of their neck or go ahead.
Well, it was, so actually jumping a little bit back to what we were talking about earlier, there are, I do lymphatic drainage massage, which you can do post-surgical.
What is that?
So
It's a big word.
a lot of what I see is people who have had like lipo or butt lifts or cosmetic surgery.
Talk to me. Please
So-
talk to my people. Talk to my people.
Yeah, this
How's
is
your
your
mom and
girl.
them? How's your mom and them? You ladies, get out.
This is your girl for
Listen,
lymphatic drainage.
if you
Yes.
got cut on and you love Dr. Good, I forget what his name is.
Right.
We have a podcast here with these 3 older country women. How's your mama and them? I'll shout them out Mondays at 5:00. They all have had cosmetic tummy tucks and all that stuff,
Yeah,
and they hurt
that's-
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
Explain why they hurt.
So, because that is traumatic surgery and they are
Yeah.
swelling, they've had something invasive done, and lymphatic is the only type of massage that you can do in the first 6 weeks after having a surgery like that. It reduces swelling, it speeds up healing, it helps with the scar tissue. But a lot of times, what women will do is they will go out of country because it's cheaper
Yeah.
and then fly back within a week of having this really invasive surgery done. And they don't have a medical professional that's keeping an eye on them. So again, there we are as the second set of eyes, kind of helping keep an eye on you as you're healing. But yes, I did have a woman. I was working on her abdomen and she had this big knot under her skin. And I was like, I really think you need to go see a doctor. And she goes, I don't have a doctor here. I got my procedure in the Dominican Republic. Well, you might need to go to the emergency room then. Less than a week later, she missed her next appointment because she was hospitalized because it was an infection. So,
Man, oh man. So be careful.
yes.
So
Be careful.
I'll add that for her. Lymphatic drainage. So your lymph system is part of your immune system.
Yep.
You have lymph
Yes.
nodes everywhere, and those lymph nodes are like one of your defense systems. So when you get major surgery, your body is trying to protect it from
Yes.
bacteria and whatever. So there's all this fluid in there, and the fluid acts as a protective shell.
Yep.
But it can you don't have all the valves to move everything. So lymphatic drainage massage is actually moving that fluid back into the circulatory, not the circulatory, it's a circulatory system back
Yes.
into so that
Where it's supposed to be.
it can
yeah.
it can cycle through and you can dispose of it through urine or going to the bathroom, whatever. So
Yep.
that's what she does, and I send everybody. I don't do it, so she does it.
Yes.
Everybody goes to her. I always tell people, I'm like, go see Pam.
Yes.
And is that a simpler name for that scar tissue? Or is that not the same thing?
Scar tissue can be included in lymphatic
Okay.
massage.
Okay.
Mostly it's I would say swelling reduction if I had to
Okay.
simplify it.
Okay.
Pain relief.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
There are a lot of massage therapists in Atlanta. What should a client look for when they're seeking out a good massage therapist? Other than going to Wild Bee Wellness.
Right.
This is your chance to educate. What don't you want to see? What don't you want to hear?
You want to take that first?
Yeah. These are the scary stories. And you don't got to name
Yeah.
anybody's name.
No, we won't.
It's not about bashing folks. It's about
no.
it's like like I tell my artists, if you're going to go get produced by somebody, you walk in and the kids are in the living room and you walk to the living room and get to the basement, probably want to turn around.
Right.
It seems a little simpler, but what do customers that get massages want to look for to know they're in the right spots?
Oh man, there's so many.
You're right.
Professionalism, hygiene.
Hygiene. There you go. If you walk into the room and it does not smell good, look good, have a nice ambiance, Get out.
Yeah.
Get out.
Absolutely.
Like the first thing I noticed when I went in there to take pictures of Wild Bee Wellness, it is extremely relaxing.
And it's clean
And
and sanitized.
Right.
I'm just telling you, it's extremely relaxing because I was the dummy in the picture under that blanket with the pictures. I was gonna go to sleep, man. That I was so relaxed because of the lighting, the climate, the colors, just the ambiance of the room. It just completely relaxes you.
I feel like with massage therapists, you gotta make sure they're licensed.
Okay.
And make sure it's active because there are, I think it's few, it's not a lot, but some will have a license and not activate or let it lapse. Make sure they're licensed.
How would you know that?
You can go to the Department of Secretary of State website. I think it's sos.gov for Georgia. And there's a massage license. So our license number is and status is public info.
Oh, okay.
So you can go and find it.
There you go.
And then make sure that they're insured because I hate to say it, but an uninsured therapist, if they cause you harm, I mean, I carry $2 million liability insurance, and she has liability insurance. Like, so it's just like you, like any profession, you got to have insurance. And I've never had to use it, but you want to be careful.
You never know. I think that scares me because, like, if a client doesn't tell you that something's wrong and you push somewhere and something's wrong and you hurt it worse, that sucks.
And I feel like the therapist,
because they're at fault.
Yeah.
But you possibly get sued.
I feel like a therapist that listens to you. So it's almost trial and error to find a good therapist, but you, like, when you go and you say, hey, my neck hurts and my shoulder hurts, and this is why I'm here, and they work on your low back and legs, you're like, but you kind of,
yes and no.
right.
Because like with your hip example earlier,
Right.
sometimes you do need to work on the legs in
Right.
order to deal with the problem. But
At least communicate it. If I come in there and tell you I got a short
Right.
shoulder and you tell me to take my right foot off,
yes,
tell me why you're rubbing my right foot. I don't mind you doing it, but tell me that there's a vein that goes from my left shoulder to my right foot.
Right.
You want
know,
a
like you
therapist
said,
who will listen
communication.
to you. Yes.
Yeah.
You can still work on their neck and shoulders and be like, hey, I also have to work on your low back or whatever
Right.
it is. It's just
Right.
instead of just working strictly on that and you're like, okay, are you going to actually touch my neck? And they're like, oh, okay. You're like, okay. And I personally had that experience where I went in for a massage and was like, my neck and shoulders are really hurting. Actually, I have a headache today. And they don't touch my neck at all. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, you didn't even listen to me. So a therapist that listens to you, a therapist that can adjust your pressure point, like pressure wise.
Mhm.
So if you go in, you're like, if they can only know how to inflict pain on you, and you're like, that hurts, and you're like, okay, and that therapist says, okay, but never actually like backs up,
Right.
that therapist's not for you. It might be the next person who's like, hey, just give it to me. That's fine, but it's not your therapist.
Right.
I will never say it to Channary. No. Times change and technology develops yearly. In what ways has massage therapy become more than just a luxury spa day?
So, I mean, like, I've been doing it for 21 years.
You've seen the biggest changes.
It's been huge. And I'm actually like, I love that it has changed so much because it has legitimized the profession.
Facts.
And which also, like, I've seen the clients are now seeing the health benefits of massage.
Mm-hmm.
And they're taking their health into their own care. They're researching, and they're not just blindly going, I'm only going to a doctor for a medication, and that medication will fix me. And then they're going to realize, oh, I have a side effect. Now I need another medication for that side effect. Where with massage, it's no longer going in, you're getting the robe and the wine, and then you're there for like 6 hours. It's no longer that experience, but it's also budget wise, because those experiences can be expensive. You want something like that, you can go to Chateau Elan, where it's going to be really expensive. But I also have people say, like, those therapists, they're not passionate about it, because they go in, they give you a massage, and then they're like, they don't see you that regular. They see like
It's an assembly line.
yeah, it's like you're
I
not
think the
regular.
spa day and the massage therapists have separated.
Yes.
That's the one thing. And I'll add another one there too, massage parlor.
Yeah,
There are
yeah.
definitely 3 different types of massages. When back in like the 80s, you could say massage and everybody knew you were going to a sex club.
Right.
Because there
Yep.
weren't people out there doing what you guys are doing.
Yeah. Oh, and that leads back to the previous question. Like, if you go in and they have just like a small little towel, that's just little.
Did they give you a washcloth to cover up with?
Yeah.
That might be a problem.
Or like a hand towel, and you're like, I mean, I hate to say it, but that's your. I feel like those might be your massage bars. So just
All right, so you guys have been asking me all along, okay? If you walk in and you see a washcloth and they hand it to you, it's a happy ending. That's what they're saying.
like
If you get a full towel and a head wrap, that is not a happy ending.
like
That's helping a lot of guys
you-
out right
you
now. I
need-
promise it is.
you need draping. Like like here, unless we actually can do massage fully clothed. If you say, hey, I'm uncomfortable, like taking off
She
any
told me
clothes,
that too.
that's fine. Just tell me and we can work. We can
Yeah,
work
your
it out.
level of
So-
undressing is based on you. They
Yeah.
really don't want to see you any more than facts.
Yeah.
Like they're not there for the peep show.
Nope.
Yeah. Channery's like, well, Dave, Channary, we and Channary have been friends for a long time.
Yeah.
Channary has never given me the full massage because I listen to too many stories. It's scary. I'll keep it real, but I also know that if I said ow, no, we're friends. She's gonna say, "Shut up, bitch," and take it. I'm not a client, though. I'm not a client. Okay.
Yeah, you're not.
Yeah, she called me a puss, and we've got history and
It's
whatnot.
different.
Yeah, like she was pushing me up that damn hill and down that hill. We have a different relationship, and we like each other that way.
So one of the
She'll be
things,
nice to you though.
one of the things
No.
our
No,
clinic,
client.
yeah, like one of the things
I'm
our
going to
clinic,
Pam's.
yeah, you should, you go to Pam because
You know the bad part?
she won't be
I go to
leaving
Pam
you.
and I'm like, I come to Channary afterwards. I'm like, damn, I should have just went to you. That girl's got strong hands.
She's like, damn.
I mean, they're all the same. They're all the same. The main thing is, I always thought if it hurts, it's because it had to hurt.
You're already hurt before you didn't know it.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Like you guys are only fixing things. You're not bringing me in there to make things worse.
Right.
Facts?
Right. Yeah.
That's
absolutely.
not the plan.
You're right.
It's not like an
absolutely.
auto mechanic, like where you go in there and get your oil changed and they fuck something up to bring you back.
Yeah.
Like you want us to come back. We don't want you. You want to come back and work easy, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because when they work easy, they make better money.
It's
When they have to
easy.
work harder, it's the same cost. If I can do the same work for the same cost and less work, man, I'm down with that.
So one of the things that we accept FSA and HSA accounts too. So if you have a it's a health savings account or a flexible spending account. Sometimes the flexible spending accounts are it varies. Some of them will approve massage, some of them won't. But we accept them, so that's another way massage is part of your healthcare routine because insurance is starting to allow you to pay for it through
That's the other
tax-free
change.
dollars,
Yeah.
which was never the case before.
I never thought that would happen.
Yeah.
Where you could get your insurance to pay for massage. Yeah, right. But it's like you said, it's almost around the corner, right?
Well, some insurance actually do cover it.
Right.
We don't take insurance, but we take your flexible spending card that you save aside, like tax-free.
Is there a membership where you can buy a membership and then just come in? Do you sell a yearly membership or a monthly
We
membership?
don't
or-
have one right now, but that's that's been in the talks.
Yeah. Well, it just hit the
Quality
chat
wellness.
box, so
So
you might want to.
yeah.
I'm just saying, like, imagine if you could go in there, and pay
Yeah.
pay for 10 months, get the 12th month free or some shit like that. I don't know.
So one of the things
It's coming.
with my history was that I actually had a business a long time ago. Like I was self-employed. I worked in East Cobb, and then my son got older, and I ended up homeschooling him, so I closed down the business, and that business grew really well. Like it grew, and I did really well. And then when I end up with starting Wildly Wellness, it kind of like I fell back into that mindset of like I'm putting 100% in, because when we lost our jobs, it literally we had a week's notice and we were just like, for both of us, it was our only job. Whereas our other friends had, they worked part-time at different like massage places.
So y'all just jumped in together and went for it.
We were
Us
just
too.
like, shit. Like,
Shit.
right-
Yeah.
like it was right before Thanksgiving, right before Christmas. And I literally was like,
Probably the worst time of year.
we're like, we don't have a paycheck coming in. So I jumped right in and was like, we're doing this. And then next thing you know, like the business just took off.
Mhm.
And I'm still kind of in shock, to be honest.
I'm not.
We're hitting a year in December. For me, December 1st. Well, I opened December 4th, I think, legally, technically, whatever. You opened the 28th.
January, actually.
Oh,
It was
January.
4th.
Yep. So like a month later.
So I'll ask you, because we're almost at the end of the interview now.
Yeah.
What's next for Wild Bee Wellness?
Ooh.
Well, let me change this a little bit. So I'm Wild Bee Wellness.
Yep.
She works like not with me, but we share the same room. So she runs Sacred Grove Massage, but she is still like.
Let me rephrase the question then. Let's do this. What's next in massage for you? What do we have to look forward to in Pam's massage world?
You know what? I really want to focus on doing lymphatic massage.
Mhm.
So I am actually currently working on how to get word out there about post-surgical lymphatic massage, because a lot of people don't realize that it's there. I'm working on creating like a package for
That's what it is.
So that's really where I'm going to be focusing.
What's next for you?
Next year is gonna be like about growth.
Yeah.
I'm hoping at some point to expand, and that's, like I like the location where we're at. We're in Smyrna on Concord Road.
I love that place. It's so
And
cool.
like we're like 3 blocks from downtown. I actually really love our location, so I kind of want to stay there. So I'm just putting it out into the universe that like a small house opens up that I can shift the location. I literally want expansion, and the hard part will be finding other therapists to work with us, but it's coming.
It's going to be the right therapist. I can't imagine, like, if we talked about what you're thinking about doing. I can't imagine having to put my baby out there after 20 years and have somebody come in and screw it all up.
Yeah,
that would be my scare.
It's scary, but
The growth is awesome, though.
Right.
You got to think about this. I've been here at the station now for 12 years. Channary just came to me 3 months ago. She says, I'm ready. And I'm like, I always knew you're coming. I always knew it. She's just a go-getter. Let's do social medias. How do people reach out to you, Pam?
Facebook. And then my website, sacredgrovemassage.com. Email's the same, sacredgrovemassage@gmail.com. Any of those 3 are great.
So my website is wildbeewellness.com. You most likely I have Facebook, I have Instagram. Personally, I don't even use it that much because business is so busy that I literally don't have to do social media marketing. Like I get a lot of referrals, but you can, my email is channary@wildbeewellness.com, or you can also email me at wildbeewellness@gmail.com. One or the other. But you can find me. My name's unique. Most people will also Google search me.
Yeah, like she can be you can Google her. Google me, bitch. CHANNARY or Wild Bee Wellness. It's so simple. I've been calling it out all this time anyways. Excuse me. Please tell the listeners how to book an appointment.
That's easy. Just go to one of our websites. There is a little button that says book online. It'll send you to our booking system. You create an account, book it, and it also, you can download a little app on your phone when you go to book online. Click install app, and you can do it, and all our clients love it.
Both websites lead to the same booking page.
Yep.
I totally agree. And I will tell you this, from the people that told me she's too busy, pray for expansion. Pray for her. Send some good voo-boo over her way. If she expands, maybe her business, maybe her calendar will be a little more free for you.
See, you gotta.
The calls I've been getting, Channary, are ridiculous.
See, the thing is, you just gotta book in advance. That's all.
I mean, once you book the first one, and this is what she tells me. Yeah, I'm far out, but once you book the first one, you can book another one while you're there.
Right.
And then you can become a regular.
Right.
But until you're a regular, no, you're not special. You have not brought any money into that business. You're not special. So you bring money in, you stay. Was that pretty good?
You just gotta like get your name on the calendar.
Yeah, once you're on the calendar,
then somebody's gonna fight you for that position.
See, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, if you want 1 o'clock on Saturdays, get in line. It's not happening. There's already a regular there.
I open my calendar to December. My October Sundays are already booked up, and then October is being booked up, and I'm getting people in November and December.
There you go. So if you want a massage, your earliest chance is November.
No, hold on now. I got plenty of available.
Okay, and Pam says she got plenty available.
That's why we work together
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
Right. You can go see Pam. Pam also works Saturdays. I don't work Saturdays.
Oh.
She works we split every other Sunday, so she works on Sundays too. So we have like a great schedule, honestly, for both of us. Because one of the things we did when we left was like we kind of want weekends, and I wanted a weekend to myself.
Right.
And it was like I was like, oh, we can make our own schedule now. This is amazing.
Before we leave this interview here, I'll have to play the commercial. Here you go. Wild Bee Wellness. Check it out.
Are you living with chronic neck, back, or shoulder pain? Do tension, headaches, and stress follow you everywhere? At Wild Bee Wellness, we specialize in results-driven massage therapy that's more than just relaxation. It's real relief. With certified neuromuscular therapy, we target the root of your pain. Most clients see up to 90% improvement within 3 to 5 sessions. Because massage isn't just a luxury, it's self-care and healthcare. Whether you're an athlete, a busy professional, or simply tired of managing your pain on your own, it's time to take your wellness seriously. Book your first session today and receive 10% off as a new client using code BFAM10. Visit www.wellbewellness.com or call us at 678-517-7178. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Wild Bee Wellness. Wild Bee Wellness, located near downtown Smyrna. Be not free. Find relief. Feel renewed.
And you heard it right there. Be not free. Find relief and feel renewed. Shout out to my sponsor, Blue Moon Pizza. Lit as fucking Adina Roseburn by Rocky Patel. We buy ugly houses. And of course, Wild Bee Wellness. Today's Keep It 100 with DC word of the day. This is where I make up words because I'm old and I'm creative. Mammograph. Want to take a guess at that one?
It's related to mammography.
You sounded smarter than me right there. You can't play anymore. You want to take a stab at mammograph?
No.
A mammograph is a woman who wants an autograph on her boobies. Used in a sentence. I hope I sign a lot more mammographs than books when I get famous. Keep it 100 with DC. BFAM 109.6. We out of here.
That's funny.